How to honeymoon in New Zealand with Gwen Winarno. Needing to take as much time as necessary absorbing rough mountains, moving fields, soak fjords, immaculate lakes, seething waterways and picturesque shorelines, Gwen Winarno and Yudha Budhisurya took a street excursion to New Zealand while on special first night. The lovebirds, who helped to establish the Pure Food Company, say that they generally had New Zealand as a fantasy goal. Here Gwen and Yudha share about their excursion, made in mid-2017, in this current meeting. Take the wheel. We chose to pick New Zealand since it happened to be on both our container records and neither of us had been there, Yudha says. We chose to encounter it out of the blue with each other. Its tendency. NZ is known for its characteristic beauty and that was precisely what we needed out of the trek, to appreciate nature, Gwen included. Gwen, 41, the little girl of VIP gourmet expert Fernando Winarno, guides ladies' workshops with her accomplices at Bidadari Gemilang, while Yudha, 38, is occupied with OPCO Group and as a music promoter. The combine met quite a while back and just as of late started a sentiment. For their special first night, the couple said that they knew off the bat that they needed to be out and about and ready to encounter the island nation at their own particular pace. As irrepressible foodies, Gwen and Yudha said that we're likewise anticipating appreciating a portion of the nation's well-known premium produce and to cooking some of their own suppers en route. Following quite a while of research, Gwen and Yudha lay out steps to arrive at New Zealand's South Island, with plans to work their way up to North Island more than 18 days in May and June. They ensured that they approached a kitchen at relatively every scene where they remained for more than several days. The couple began their excursion in Tainoa, a town on the South Island, on the eastern shore of trout-filled Lake Tainoa, and after that drove out through the well-known Milford Sound Fjord and the resort town of Wanaka close Mount Cook National Park, before burning through 5 evenings on the lake in Queenstown, where they leased a bach, or shoreline house. It's so much fun cooking in the event that you have the best liver and fixings in your grasp. With a little effort we just brought olive oil, salt and pepper. We could have quite recently the best steaks and dishes, Yudha said. Among the numerous dishes the couple devised were sheep stews, sheep steaks and pork cooks, all presented with winter vegetables. It wasn't hard and costly to search for places with kitchens everywhere throughout the nation, aside from those in remote territories. Airbnb is certainly your go-to benefit, Yudha included. After Queenstown, Gwen and Yudha went to Christchurch, before taking the Transalpine Express to Greymouth and afterward proceeding via auto to the beautiful oceanside town of Picton, the supposed green-lit mussel capital of the world, where they delighted in as a great part of the well-known fish as they could. From Picton they advanced toward Marlborough, where they burned through 3 evenings. Marlborough is an area at the northeastern tip of the South Island surely understood for its winemaking industry, and the Marlborough Sounds, a broad system of beachfront conduits, land masses and islands. We delighted in extraordinary sustenance in the vineyard eateries in Marlborough, Gwen said. Yudha and Gwen at that point crossed to the capital of Wellington, on the North Island, remaining there a night prior going to Auckland where they spent their most recent 3 evenings. New Zealand is really best delighted in out and about. Getting your auto in one place and afterward returning in another is simple and not costly, Yudha said. There was this one time where we made an arbitrary stop. I escaped the auto and begun strolling down the rockway. It took me to this lake. It was totally peaceful, not a solitary soul as around. I was so overpowered by the magnificence and serenity that I couldn't resist shedding tears of euphoria, Gwen said. It was simply so tranquil and quieting. commonly they pressed a straightforward lunch before driving, all the better to influence irregular stops on side of the street and just to have a cookout outside, since the perspectives wherever were stunning, Gwen included. Driving in New Zealand is additionally so much fun and agreeable that one time I escaped and moved a ticket for a bit too quick. The couple leased a Toyota Corolla to get around. It's awesome for a couple like us. Be that as it may, we would love lease a camper van when we backpedal there with their children. They have stunning scenes and offices at camper van locales. The 18-day trip was insufficient. We burned through 2 weeks on South Island despite everything we believe we haven't seen enough. A month is perhaps enough to cover everything, Yudha said.